After 15 years of wrongful imprisonment, a rediscovered rape kit has freed a Detroit man. And this is a really great day for this 35-year-old. His name is Terance Calhoun. And here's a photo of him, if we can put that up, of him smiling with his family after he's finally being exonerated. And the thing is, he never should have been convicted to begin with, given the details of his case. Let's go ahead and go over them. Calhoun was arrested on November 3rd of 2006 for rape and suspicion of attempted rape, among a host of other charges. And the details, they come courtesy of the Washington Post. A 15-year-old victim had described her attacker as a man with braids and a puzzle tattoo on his arm. Another girl, only 13 at this time, told authorities that a man, said by authorities to be the same one, had held her at gunpoint and sexually assaulted her in an alleyway not far from the first crime scene in Detroit, leaving behind a used condom. So that tells us there is DNA evidence there when you have that used condom. Now, police arrested the young Calhoun based on a composite sketch that was compiled from the two girls. Now, both teenage victims ended up picking him out of a police lineup. The details, which come from prosecutors and court documents, explain that Calhoun, then 19, spent 15 years in prison, even though he did not wear braids, even though he did not have a puzzle tattoo, even though his DNA, which was tested, did not match the biological material that was found at the second crime scene. And here's what happened next. So Calhoun facing numerous charges in February 2007 as a part of a plea agreement. Calhoun pleaded no contest to attempted kidnapping in the first case and to criminal sexual conduct, kidnapping, and felony firearm charges in the second case. The other charges were dropped. He was sentenced to 15 to 30 years in prison for the criminal sexual conduct and kidnapping, as well as a 2-year sentence for the felony firearm conviction per these court records. Less than 3 months after Calhoun's sentencing, the analysis was completed on the condom that was retrieved from the second crime scene. It showed that he was not a match, according to the court records, but there was no indication that those results ever were made to his counsel. It wasn't until January 2019 that the evidence finally came to light. It wasn't until Wayne County prosecutor Kim Worthy carried out this exoneration, and here she is. Now, Worthy said that investigators with the Conviction Integrity Unit had evaluated the evidence that proved Calhoun's innocence. And she also says that the prosecutors are now prosecuting the alleged attacker who has been linked to the crimes, which I will presume is by way of DNA evidence. Now, this thought that Calhoun spent these formative years in his life from 19 to 35, 36, in prison for things he did not commit when there was evidence there that they knew just months after his conviction exonerated him, is incredibly disheartening. It makes us realize how broken the system is. But fortunately, thanks to these conviction integrity units, they are getting it right. But really, can you ever give anybody back those years of their life? Kyla.
Absolutely not. And it's like defunding the police is not enough to just solve all these problems. Like, as long as these systems exist, people will continue to suffer, lives will be lost to the system. Wherever there is profit to be made and taxpayers' dollars to be drained, these systems are still gonna continue. And it just makes me wonder, like, what is all this money going to? With situations like these, like, we know what the answers are. It's to go to dehumanize people and take their lives away for years. It's just despicable.
Absolutely, it's completely and totally despicable. And the fact that that information was never given to his counsel. The man waited some 15 years for the truth to come out, 15 years of his life. He didn't commit these crimes. Meanwhile, there is a serial rapist out there on the streets, and now that person is being prosecuted. But how many other women or children, actually, given that these were minors at the time, how many other children did this individual rape? When the system is broken and it doesn't get it right, everyone suffers. But we gotta do so much better.